What's up guys, my name's Taylor, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I post content about travel, adventure, and the West Coast lifestyle. And today I'm going to present to you my first tutorial gear review style video, and I hope to put out a lot more of these in the future. So the topic of today's video is drones. I want to tell you about what I believe to be probably the most useful accessory that I've found to date for my drone. The drone I have here today is the DJI Mavic Pro. However, this is applicable to the Phantom, the Spark, as well as likely drones from other manufacturers. The thing about drones, what makes them super appealing to the masses is the fact that you can get a completely different perspective. You can get this aerial view, which is really difficult to get otherwise, unless there happens to be a really tall building nearby where you're shooting. However, if you're going to be dropping, say, $1,400 odd for DJI Mavic Pro, or upwards of that if you're going for a more professional drone, it'd be nice if you could get a little more use out of it than just the simple case where you want to actually get it up in the air. The reason I say that is that you can't always fly a drone in every scenario, but you don't have a backup camera that you can use for, generic B-roll shots, cinematic type footage. And if that's the case, but you do have a drone, I'm going to show you how you can actually get double duty out of the drone that you already own. The beauty of the drone as a package is the fact that it has, in most cases, a 4K enabled camera, which is gimbal stabilized, meaning that it's not going to be all jittery in response to the oscillations in the air patterns when it's flying through the sky. Wouldn't it be great if we could actually use that outside of the flying environment? Well, with this accessory, you actually can. What that allows you to do is navigate through your environment, holding the drone without it flying, but still get the use out of that 4K camera and that gimbal stabilized, smooth, beautiful footage. Now, this isn't exactly new. Accessories like this have been on the market for quite some time, sold by third-party manufacturers such as Polar Pro. They have the Polar Pro Katana. I have the benefit of having access to a 3D printer. For that reason, I decided to forego any of the third-party products on the market and actually just make my own. The wonderful thing about the 3D printing community is that it's all sharing economy. I was able to find a part model on the internet for free, download it, print it, and have it in my hands a few hours later. That being said, if you're in absence of a 3D printer, which I suspect the majority of you are, there's 3D printing services that you can use online which will allow you to print from any part model file and ship direct to your home for much lower cost than any part that you're actually buying from a manufacturer like Polar Pro. So the Steadicam handle is a 3-component assembly. The first component is a set of modified GoPro knuckles. We're going to be using that as our handle for the drone. The second piece is a harness of sorts, which contains the mating end for that GoPro clip mount. The last piece of the assembly is a little tripod mount. So the beauty of this harness is that the drone arms, when folded in, overlap a lip, which will ensure that the handle is not going to fall off. 3 components that comprise the assembly are actually themselves very useful. You can use each component individually for a separate application. You can use the harness, which clips onto the drone, to mount the GoPro to the drone. What this allows you to do is get a perspective of what the drone is seeing as it's flying, which is really unique and can really add some flavor to your content. The last thing you can do is mount the GoPro in a rearward facing orientation and angle the camera higher to avoid getting the propellers in the shot. This will allow you to get those really cool drone shots where the subject matter of your shot is actually revealed sequentially. One way to do that is to fly the drone backwards, but of course that's difficult unless you're a very experienced drone pilot, but even then, the controls are reversed, so it's not intuitive. The other way is to reverse your footage.
So actually what I did with this shot is I flew it forward. I knew I'd have better controls if I knew where my drone was going rather than flying it blindly. So I actually put the whole shot in reverse at the very end.
But if you're reversing your footage, then if there's any subjects in frame which move, say a person walking for instance, or a car driving, it's then going to be going backwards and it's going to look really unnatural and it's just going to ruin the shot. So thank you for watching the video. Once again, my name is Taylor. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a thing or two. Maybe you're going to get out there and fly your drone or carry it around like a madman. There's a lot of uses for these components. Download the files, print them yourself or send them off to 3D printing service. If you enjoyed the video, if you appreciated the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.